Address you wanted?
Thanks, MG.
Honey, right? Love those click-clacking heels.
Honey O'Donoghue, to what do we owe the honor?
Can you tell me about this woman, Mia Novotny?
She got stabbed and stuffed in the car, I guess.
In the cool of the evening when everything is getting kind of cool.
Only when we submit to the will of God do we serve him. Hector, not in the sacristy.
You call me up and ask me would I like to go with you and see a movie.
The French, they're not happy.
Who's not happy?
First class I know, I got some plans for tonight.
Honey O'Donoghue, I ain't seen you in a minute.
Mia Novotny, are you aware of any trouble she was in?
Wanna she owe you money?
She was afraid of something the cops couldn't help her with. I said I'd help. Cops said it was an
Aloha.
accident.
This is Trinidad, the Islandman, your Islandman, coming to you live once again from beautiful Hawaii here on the island of Oahu, bringing you, yes you, the best movie reviews on the entire island of Oahu. And yes, this is Trinidad, the Islandman, your Islandman, and today, opening day of the new movie, Honey Don't. I went and I saw it, and, well, this Thursday, August 22nd, remember our rating scale? Shaka Thumbs Up, it's good to see, I recommend it. Shaka Thumbs Down, it's junk, I don't recommend it. And for the new movie, Honey Don't, with starring from The Substance, her first starring role since The Substance, I think, Margaret Quailley, Chris Evans, Audrey Plaza, and even Charlie Day. And, well, remember our rating scale? Shaka Thumbs Up, it's good to see. I recommend it. Shaka Thumbs Down, it's junk. Well, Honey Don't is a Shaka Thumbs Down, it's junk. I don't know what exactly I was expecting out of this movie. I guess I wanted to see maybe if it was going to be more of an exciting kind of a thriller, I guess. Maybe with some aspects of comedy, looking at the trailer. But unfortunately, what it turns out to be is kind of a slog through just multiple ideas, never really coming to fruition on anything specific, unfortunately. I mean, Chris Evans is the bad guy overall. However, well, he is a bad guy, but definitely not like what the trailer makes out as being the ultimate villain in this movie. He's just a person of circumstances, and they definitely, it goes far beyond him. However, this movie's still not worth checking out. Waste any time in the theater watching this movie. Save it definitely for streaming. Maybe, I'd just wait for it to come on Netflix or whatnot. But definitely wasting money on this movie at the theater. As excited as I was for this movie, it turns out to be a very slow and disjointed noir detective show. And, which normally would be a good thing, I guess. However, like I said, it plods along too much. Honey, well, I guess Margaret Quailley plays the noir detective. Very much like out of the 50s kind of a style, or the 30s or the 50s kind of detective. Yet it's set in modern day. However, the feel of this movie, she drives an older car. Only a couple of people end up using cell phones at a given time. Honestly, when this movie first starts off, it looks like it's set in the 70s. The style of dress, the cars driven, the location, even some of the uniforms by some of the fast food places in this movie are, well out of date. So it's definitely a movie out of time. It feels like it would have been, like they were really trying to set that kind of 30s to 40s to 50s kind of detective noir kind of feel to this movie. However, still wanting it to be modern day, yet never really honestly committing to that. Very much like the plot, the evidence seems to take it in one direction. There are, Chris Evans, as you've seen from the trailer, is a head of this church, but he's using it for his own means, having sex with his, the female congregationaries. And we discover that he's also involved in a large drug ring, apparently funded by the French. However, Margaret Quailley's character is the detective, and although she suspects something of foul play between Chris Evans and her would-be customer or person who hires her, it turns out to be something way out of left field that even she didn't even see coming. And although this would be an interesting twist, I won't spoil it for you. Just the fact that there is no indication of it at all until the moment that it happens kind of really, it goes against the whole detective thing that she's supposed to expect all this, but yet, and there's no evidence of it at all for you as the audience. So, you're both kind of like Margaret Quailley, caught flat-footed by the true villain of this movie. And even in the end, the implications of Chris Evans and this French drug organization are never uncovered, never really dealt with, and never really even come to light. So it's a total red herring thrown out there just to try to distract you from, what really takes place in this movie, which kind of, to me, shows that this movie wasn't really thought very well out in depth. So again, overall, a Shaka Thumbs Down, a total disappointment. It does have some sexual, romps in it from Margaret Quailley. Again, Audrey Plaza, really throwing herself out there since her husband died. My goodness. So, on that level alone, it's all right, but still, it could have been much, much more of a bigger, more fulfilling movie. It had the potential to be something like a Pulp Fiction, or at least, the wannabe Pulp Fiction of 2 Days in the Valley. That is probably closer to what this movie could have been if it had been more solid and the plot thought through. All right. Mahalo and aloha.